Starting with numericals, solve numericals of chapter Gravitation. Okay, what would be the average duration of year if the distance between the sun and the earth becomes thrice the present distance and twice the present distance? Now, whatever is the present distance, due to that, the time period or the duration between 1 year is, we know this, that is 365 days, right? 1 year is 365 days according to the present distance. Now, if the distance between sun and earth changes, so the first condition says, suppose R1 is the present distance and R2 is the current new distance, that is thrice the present distance, so 3 R2. Okay, so R2, the new distance, will be thrice the present distance, and we told that R1 is the present distance. And if you consider this present distance, then the time period will be 365 days of 1 year. So now if you consider this, according to Kepler's law, time period, square of time period is directly proportional to the cube of the distance between sun and earth. So there are two situations. One is present one. So for that we write 1 in the subscript, and the second situation is the new one. For that we write 2 in the subscript, and the power remains same according to the Kepler's law. Now you take these two terms in the ratio. When you are taking to these two terms in the ratio, or when you are comparing two situations, in that case you can remove this proportionality sign. So it will be T1 square is equal to R1 cube, and this, that is T2 square, which is R2 cube. Now since the power in the numerator and denominator is same, I'll write T1 upon T2 the whole square, and same on right hand side, the whole cube. Now when you take the square on right hand side, it becomes square root. So square root of R1 upon R2 the whole cube. Now what does square root means? Square root means, square root is nothing but, when you write square root in power, it is 1 upon 2. So here, instead of writing square root, I'll write that square root in terms of power. So it will be 3 into 1 upon 2, that makes it as R1 upon R2, that is 3 upon 2. Okay, now write it on this side. So now it is T1 upon T2, that is equal to R1 upon R2, and in the power it is 3 upon 2. Now what is R1? Present situation. R2, we have the situation or the condition for R2, that is 3R1. So at place of R2, I'll write 3R1, 3 upon 2. So R1 got cancelled. So now it is 1 upon 3 raised to 3 upon 2. Now we also know that according to the present situation, the number of days will be 365. So we have the value of T1, that is 365. So I'll put or substitute T1 as 365. Now, okay, now this 365 upon T2. Now this is nothing but 1. Anything, any power of 1 gives you 1. Now here 3 upon 2. Now how you will solve this? See, 3 raised to 3 into 1 upon 2, right? 3 upon 2 is nothing but this. So you make the cube of 3, that is 3 3s are 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So it is 27. So now this cube part is done. Raised to half. Raised to half is what just now I have explained it. Raised to half can be written as square root. So it is square root of 27. Okay. So now this term is nothing but square root of 27. So 365 upon T2, that is equal to 1 upon square root of 27. You can easily use your logbook. Now it is T2 on this side, T2 on this side, and square root 27 with 365. 365 with square root 27. 365, open your logbook, find out square root of 27. I will do that for you. Square root of 27. It is 5.196. 5.196. Now you can apply log, anti-log, multiply and get the answer, or you can directly multiply. I'll go by log, anti-log. Anti-log, log of 365 plus log of 5.196, that is equal to T2. So here anti-log 3 digits, so it will be 2.36 का 5 हम चेक करेंगे log में. 36 का 5. Okay, where it is? Here it is 36 का 5. This 36 का 5 is 56 to 3. 56 to 3 plus. Now before point you have one digit, so it will be 0 point. 51 का 9 का 6. You will check. 51 का 9 का 6. So it is 52 plus 5 will give me 55 plus 57. 71, 57. So right, 71, 57. That is equal to T2. You add this two digits, that is 2.5623 plus 0.7157. 7 plus 3 will give you 10. This will give you 8. 7. This will give you 12. 3.2780. So antilog of 3.2780, that is equal to T2. So now antilog में 27 का 8 का 0. एंटीलॉग हमेशा पॉइंट के बाद चेक करते हैं. तो एंटीलॉग में 27 का 8 is 1897. 1897. एक डिजिट के बाद में पॉइंट इंटू 10⁻³ Why 3? Because before point you have 3, that is equal to T2. You can multiply with 10⁻³, so it will be 1897 years will be your new time period if the distance becomes thrice the present distance. See, because of present distance, when 1 year is of just 365 days, if we increase the distance, then the duration of 1 year will become 1897 days, not years, days. Okay, right, days. So if you're getting this numerical, you will only get either of the situation, not both the situation, either this situation or this situation for 3 marks.